I mentioned that weed isn't physically addictive in a video recently, and it had some people confused, so I wanted to clarify my opinion here. And before I say that opinion, I just want to clarify here as well that weed can be misused and abused and isn't for everyone. But I think a lot of people are confused when it comes to physical addiction with weed, because sometimes when you have a mental addiction, you can have physical side effects, but that doesn't mean you're physically addicted to it. One of the main things people say is a physical addiction is they say they can't sleep without it. But the thing is, anything can do that. If you do anything before you go to sleep to try and get tired, then if you stop doing that thing, then you probably won't be able to sleep. If you play PlayStation every night before you go to sleep until you get really tired and then get into bed, yeah, if you don't do that before you sleep, you probably won't be able to sleep. That's a physical side effect from a mental addiction. You're not physically addicted to playing PlayStation. And then the other thing people say is that they don't have an appetite. But again, if you've trained yourself to only eat after you smoke, then that's the same thing with anything. If you go for a run every day before you eat, then you probably won't be able to eat until you have a run. But there's nothing physically stopping you from eating. It's not like if you eat, your stomach just won't take it and you'll throw up everywhere because you can't physically eat without it. And I'm sure I end up having the same comments that I had on the last video, which is, Drew, how would you know any of this? You're purely addicted. You smoke all day, every day. But I don't. Just because I upload content every day doesn't mean I filmed that content that day. And I have a medical condition, so I do consume most days for the medical condition, but when I have days when the medical condition isn't flaring up, I don't consume and I'm completely fine. And it's mainly been like that since I quit smoking with tobacco. When I was smoking with tobacco, that would be not the case.